Hello and welcome to your first ever Reiki session. I'm so excited you've set aside the time to be with me and engage in this healing process. Thank you so very much for being here. So before we get started, I want to explain, since it's our first time together, a little bit about what I've got going on here. There's so many things. So first and foremost, I want to introduce you to you, or the stand-in for you. This is your surrogate, this little piece of paper with this little anatomical person on here. And it has all the chakras, the 7 main chakras that I work with, highlighted. And this is, again, where I send the energy in place of you being physically with me. So this little guy is gonna live here on my table, and I'm gonna work on that as we get going. And next I want to introduce my crystal grid that I have set up. So this will be unique each time we do a session. It may contain some of the same crystals, it may not. So firstly, I have my beautiful little raw quartz crystals. These send the energy outwards so that you can receive it a little bit better. And then I have my center stone, my intention stone today is this beautiful milky quartz sphere, and it has many of the Reiki symbols on it. So this is my intention stone, that you receive the beautiful energy that you need today, specific to your healing needs. And today it felt like we might want to work a little bit on the heart chakra. So I have a couple of other crystals in here. This first guy is called a mango or a pink calcite, which can be a heart crystal stone or a heart chakra stone. And it happens to be heart-shaped, which is kind of really nice, so that's living in here. And then I also have a raw chunk of rose quartz, which is also a beautiful heart chakra stone. And then this little piece of selenite is just here because I like it, and sometimes I use it as kind of my energy magic eraser, as it will. So this guy will be here as well, again, amplifying energy. I also have my beautiful chakra pendulum. It's got all the beautiful crystals in it to correspond with the different chakras, and I'll be using that today to clear the chakras on your surrogate. And I have my beautiful essential oils over here that I'm going to pull out and use as I feel led on your behalf. Obviously, I can't place the oils on you directly, but as you're watching this, if you happen to have access to these oils, or something else that you feel led to use, you're welcome to use those. And I will always let you know what oils I'm using and kind of where I'm putting them and maybe the reason why. The way that I work is extremely intuitive, so it's not always clear to me why I'm doing certain things that I'm doing, but if I feel led to do it, then I will. All of this is for your highest and best good. So before we get started, again, because we're looking at heart chakras, I'm going to start out with a little bit of rose essential oil. And I'm going to place that on heart center on your behalf. Even though this isn't going physically on your body right now, unless you're putting it on yourself, that doesn't mean anything. The energy of this essential oil, even though it's on me, will get sent to you. You just unfortunately won't get the beautiful benefit of all the pretty smells right here in this moment unless you happen to have them with you. And then frankincense is the other oil that I feel led to use. I'm going to put a little bit of that on my third eye, and then on my temples. Frankincense is the oil of spiritual awakening, whereas rose is the oil of love. So frankincense is the king of essential oils, and rose would be considered the queen. They're beautiful essential oils. And last but not least, I am going to pull a couple of oracle cards. I did this just a moment before we started from the Eternal Crystals Oracle Card Deck by Jade Sky. And I have two for you today. I'm going to go over both of those. I'm just going to read them really briefly before we get too far along. So the first one today is Green Adventurine. I'm going to place that here so that you can see it. And this is what Green Adventurine says. This is a stone of new opportunities, and it speaks directly to the heart chakra. Congratulations! Green Adventurine showing up for you means that new opportunities are coming your way. You may have a new job, hobby, or perhaps even a new partnership or new romantic relationship in the wings. Whatever it is, enjoy this new way of life and be open to these positive changes and new beginnings. The universe and your spirit guides are giving you a green light to let you know that the conditions around you are right for you to embrace this new opportunity. Today can begin a very fruitful day for you. Feel the creative energy all around you and move forward with any of your new plans or ideas. Try to be open to suggestions or advice from people that are close to you. These new ideas may bear some great fruit for you in the future. Green aventurine is known as the stone of opportunity. It's associated with your heart chakra. This beautiful crystal helps to release your old patterns and habits so that you can remain positive, confident, and motivated as you embrace any changes and new opportunities around you. It's a great time for you to focus on manifesting prosperity in your life today. That is a beautiful one. And then the second one I pulled, these two came out together, so I assume that means that they are sharing a message that's very important to us today. This one is bloodstone, also a very pretty stone. I'm going to set that here. Bloodstone is a stone of detoxification, and it speaks to the root, heart, and sacral chakras. Bloodstone is a very strong sign for you today that it's time for you to start to look after yourself. Wow, powerful message. Try to ground and detoxify your physical body and your spiritual energy. If you haven't been looking after yourself, balance is needed in your life. Eat in moderation and choose foods which nourish and ground you. Also look at what you are drinking. Do you drink enough water? Are you watching how much alcohol or soda or other sugary beverages you have? Focus on what you're breathing in. Are you smoking, or do you have a lot of dust or chemicals around you? Detoxifying your body can take time, so it's important that you start to make some changes today. You don't have to do anything huge. You may like to start by looking at one of the areas in your life first, such as your food portions. It's not only your physical body that you need to detoxify, it's also your spiritual body. Make sure that you are not getting too drained by other people's energies. Try to shield your energy from negative or toxic people and make an effort to think positive thoughts. Very interesting for our first session today. I know that might have sounded a little bit harsh, and I would just like to let you know that the energy behind these messages right now is that it's completely okay for you to take time to honor yourself right where you are, right as you are, okay? No judgment. It's a judgment-free zone. This is just you and me taking this time to support your healing journey. So let's go ahead and get started with your surrogate, and we're going to balance your chakras. I'm going to draw some symbols on the knees and on the feet. And this process is just to help you feel more grounded and peaceful. Go ahead and allow the eyes to close if you'd like, or you can have a soft gaze if your eyes need to be open. Just take a few deep breaths in and out. Deep belly breathing helps to cleanse all the old yucky air out of our lungs and take in new, fresh energy. It also helps to calm the mind and the body, allowing you to be still and enjoy these few moments. I'll draw a few more symbols as I feel led. And now we're going to start by balancing the chakras of the feet. So basically what happens, as you can see, is I hold my pendulum over the feet, and as the pendulum spins completely on its own, I'm just holding it, it is pulling out any excess energy that might be overstimulating a particular chakra, or maybe stimulating it if it's underactive. Sometimes you have different symptoms in our body that make us feel differently depending on how active our chakras can be. Beautiful. And that's beginning to slow which means your chakras are balanced. Move up to the knees. I like to work on the knees and the feet first because these are the feet ground. And the knees are the point from which we move forward, so it's very important to me to cleanse out any energy that might be making us feel stuck or making us feel held back. Very nice. And that's beginning to slow, meaning that chakra is balanced and cleared. Very good. Now, I want to do hand chakras first. We have chakras in our hands. I'm going to allow that to spin, clear. So we receive energy from the left and release it from the right. And I want us to be able to receive all the beautiful energy that's being sent your way today. And release anything that no longer serves. Beautiful. Well done. You're excellent at receiving energy. Very good. Now let's start with the root chakra. Very nice. So the root chakra is our space of safety and security. And the chakra is perfectly balanced. We feel safe in all situations. And that is complete. Now we'll move to the sacral chakra. This is the seat of our creativity and enjoyment. When this chakra is balanced, we find more joy. Now we're moving to the sacral chakra, or the solar plexus chakra, right in the center of the belly button. This is our seat of personal power. When this chakra is balanced, we feel strong in who we are. Who we are is beautiful and perfect, just as we are right now. Very nice. Moving up to the heart chakra. Heart chakra is the seat of emotions, also the seat of self-love, as well as radiant love to others, which we talked about a little earlier. When this chakra is balanced, we send and receive love freely and effortlessly. Very good. And moving up to the throat chakra. This is the seat of our speaking our truth, our personal voice. It may or may not resonate with others, but that's okay. It speaks our truth, whatever that may be. When this is fully balanced, we can speak and receive our truth freely and without shame or fear. Very nice. The third eye, space right between the forehead. This is the seat of our intuition, our inner knowing. And this chakra is fully balanced. We just know. We receive messages from spirit, the universe, divine. Very good. And now the crown. The crown chakra, the top of the head, is our connection with the divine. in whatever manifestation that is for you, whatever name you choose to call your divine source. This is your connection. You're knowing that you are connected not only to the divine, but all that is. There is no separation when this chakra is fully balanced. Very nice. That is complete. Thank you, friend. So as I'm working, you notice my hands don't touch the paper, and that is so that I can feel a little bit better what's going on. And obviously we're not physically together, so I couldn't lay my hands physically on you anyway. This is just the way I work. Each practitioner is different. And as I'm flicking the energy away, that's called a dry wash. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm sending that energy out for recycling. Anything you no longer need, anything at all, is being sent away, transformed into something better and more useful and supportive to you. Just going to plug in some symbols. Very good. You may begin to notice a little bit of maybe a pulling sensation, or like you're floating. That's okay, that's normal. A fantastic way to ground yourself if you experience any tingling or odd sensations is to take a nice, deep, cleansing breath into the belly and release. Very good. Very good. Just pulling away anything that you don't need anymore. Sometimes this brings up interesting emotions, either during or after the session is over. This is completely normal. There are some people who think about things that they haven't for a long time, perhaps after a session. And that's just your body's way of cleansing and purging anything that you don't need anymore. Anything that you're ready to let go of. It's very important to remember that if you have any kind of emotional response, especially tears, it's completely okay. Tears are cleansing for the soul, and it's our body's way of washing away all of the emotions and chemical reactions that we've just purged energetically. Our body has to catch up. So we may feel a little bit more tired, or maybe feel a little bit more energized, and that's all okay. Your response is completely unique, and it's all okay. Whatever you feel is perfectly fine. Very good. You are very good at receiving and releasing energy. It's okay if there's a little sadness or a release of old wounds. Forgiveness is a powerful healer. Forgiveness is not an excuse for a wrong. It is merely freedom from a weight that is no longer yours to bear. Feels like you're being able to pass energy. So receiving from the left, releasing from the right. Very good. All right, we're going to ground you now. If you're able, begin to bring some movement into the toes. Maybe squish those feet into the floor. Beginning to come back into this physical experience. Take some deep breaths. Stretch or move as you feel led. Very nice. I'm going to go ahead and do the final sweep. There you go. That was your first Reiki session. I'm so proud of you for taking this time today for yourself. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to serving you in the future. Take care, friends. Namaste.